Here's Matt Bowen after a big win against Minnesota State here at the BSU Gymnasium. Matt, kind of a tale of two halves, a little slow, couldn't really find a rhythm in the first, but came out the right way in the second.
As frustrated as I was with how we played in the first half, very proud of how the team responded in the second half. We, lack of better terms, we just didn't come ready to play in the first half. I don't know if the kids thought that the shots would just go down easy, or if because Mankato's been struggling a little bit and has a young team that this would be an easy game. But this league is way too difficult, and there's too many good players in this league. And I think they were a little shocked when Romashko and Conor O'Brien just kind of had their way. And that was frustrating. It's frustrating for me. I think it was frustrating for the fans and certainly the kids involved. But we discussed that at half, and that first 5 minutes of the second half was vital for us to gain some confidence and come out and kind of play the style that we were more accustomed to. And then, thankfully, shots went down, and we were able to kind of pull out of our deficit.
Seems like the difference from last year with this team is that once you get a lead, able to keep it. It's not really that back and forth battle. It's take a lead and go.
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with our senior leadership. When you look at Bryce and James, James certainly phenomenal shooting night, 13 of 17, 34 points. Just give him the ball and just let him kind of do his thing. And then Bryce makes sure that the ball goes to the right people at the right time. And then when James is able to do those things, it opens up so much more for the rest of the team. And that was that was good for our team to be able to not only watch James and watch him do his thing, but then to chip in here and there and keep our lead from going from 2 to end up being 10, and then they get it back to 4, and we were able to stretch it again. And that was a good cushion for us to build.
A lot of minutes for your starters tonight, especially having to keep that lead in the second half. What can you take away heading into tomorrow, another tough battle against Southwest Minnesota State?
Well, it's going to be a big game for us tomorrow, as they all are. Southwest Minnesota State's a game ahead of us in the standings, and they play a pressing, trapping, running style, which is going to create a lot of dribble penetration for them. And we're going to have to do a better job of defending, and we're going to have to go deeper into our bench. But I just didn't think, with the exception of maybe Noreen and Berthine, who had some decent minutes, I just didn't think we were solid as we needed to do as we continued to sub. And that's nothing against the guys who did come in. We just didn't, again, that first half, we just didn't have a rhythm. We were just sluggish. And when that second group, again, when they came in that first 5 minutes of the second half and got it going, I think it's kind of proven that when a group's going, I'm just going to ride them and let them go, and that's kind of what we did.
Here with James Ellisor after a big win here at the BSU Gymnasium against Minnesota State. James, little out of sync in the first half, but you guys really poured it on the second half, shooting 68%. Just kind of talk about the tale of two halves.
First half, we were sloppy, of course. Coach tried to get us to run our offense pretty good, but still no avail. And then the second half, the first 5 minutes or so, we were able to get some steals, get some stops, and get out on the open floor, and I was able to get a few dunks. We were just able to get to the basket, get fouled, and get baskets.
Talk a little bit about getting that lead in the second half and keeping it. It just kind of seems like this team is poised enough to when a lead comes your way, just keep it no matter what happens. Just kind of talk a little bit about that this season.
I think we're a little more experienced. That's pretty much why. We have guys who definitely score, create their own shot, and we just we're able to be patient on offense. Wait and see what the defense gave us. We found some open cutters to the basket. We were able to get out on the break, like I said earlier, and then just finish.
Another 34-point performance, second time in 3 weeks. Just kind of seems like everything was flowing there in the second half especially.
Yeah, definitely. As I think got the dunk, it definitely excited us and the crowd. We were energized. We were able from there to keep our lead and just continue our pace. I think veteran guys stepped up, including myself, and we were able to just make our baskets and continue our run.
Where do you go from here when now you got Southwest Minnesota State tomorrow? Another big game.
Yeah, it should be tough. Trying to look to beat them. They're ahead of us in the standings right now, and should be an interesting matchup.